Howdy guys, welcome to RV Daydream and the new Rockwood 2022 2899 KS. This is our first venture into a fifth wheel, and man, this fifth wheel is awesome. Now you guys can see that we currently have, or did have, we're trading it in, a Rockwood 2604 WS. If you guys seen our video, we did a walkthrough of this one in great detail. However, we wanted to give you our initial thoughts on the fifth wheel and what we think about it, going from a beautiful travel trailer that has done us well into a much larger, much nicer fifth wheel. So let's go ahead and give you a quick once around. Man, I'm excited.
I'm super excited.
All right, let's show you this. The 2899 KS is a 2022. Lots of options on this one. We're going to talk about those options in segments at some point, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. The content on this will have to be in its own separate playlist, so if you want to check out Rockwood, this fifth wheel in detail as we experience it for ourselves and the nuances that may come with it. You know, every RV's got its own thing that you got to get used to. Just click on that playlist and it'll pop right along. However, this will be the first video in that. Torsion axles, of course, nice smooth ride, and this is a triple slide unit. This is a queen bed. You can option it a king, but a queen bed, that's all we wanted. And then the kitchen slide. You can see the pass-through storage. This has the auto leveling system, which is standard on here, but we did option in a lot of other stuff, and this is an indicator of one of those things right here, which we'll talk about. The turning point, again, if you're not familiar with these, this allows short bed users, if they need a little bit tight radius turning, you can lock this in. There's a plate that's right here. You can lock that in and allow it to pivot actually here instead of here. Got your docking light there. The storage on the front, I'll have Heidi open that up for you. A lot bigger than I expected. There is a light in here. It's not automatic, it's an on-off light, but we'll leave it on for the time being, help you out a little bit. You can see the leveling jacks here. You can see the wiring. It's pretty clean. They did a pretty good job with the wiring, considering a couple batteries in here. Of course, this is the ventilation for the batteries. But it does option, you know, you do have two batteries here, which is really nice. That's a good idea on any level. I really don't like having a single battery, and we may actually add to that at some point. Slam latch doors, everything is keyed alike, you know, so it's just one key for everything. You get your propane tanks. We do have awnings on not only the entrance here, but you also have the awning for the slide, so you can extend your camping area a little bit more. So, you know, you do lose some with the slide, but this will extend it out if your patio allows it. Here's the pass-through storage. And over there on the other wall, which you really can't see because of how light it is, there is a 1,000 watt power inverter over there. It's a pure sine wave inverter. You have your whole unit, whole house RV over there, filter. So the whole RV filter, I call it a house because we're living in it like a house. And then while we're still on the outside here, we'll go ahead and point out a few more things. Outdoor speakers, low. So they're not real high, they're low. So when you turn them on, only you hear them, not the neighbors. You have some outdoor setup here if you want to put one of your TVs, which we'll talk about the TVs. We got 3 of them in there. So coming around the back here, you can see the another hose off area. It's kind of nice, right? Instead of having one of those old goofy showers, they have that coiled hose, which is in the wet bay, which we'll show that to you, or I should say the service bay area. We did option in a cargo rack on the back, just a couple 100 pounds back here, so that'll handle bicycles, and that's kind of what this is. This is a post they give you that goes down in here to help support a bicycle moving side to side. Of course, your rear sewer bumper, and then you have a hitch that will handle 350 pounds worth of some sort of a cargo holder, you know, some kind of a bike holder if you want to do that. This does have a couple of dumps on it. We have one in the back. So the tanks, you have 54 fresh, combined tanks on the gray, so you have 80 in gray, and then you have 50 for the black. 50 for the black. Goodyear Endurance tires, nice big storage unit. We haven't really figured out how we're going to utilize this yet, but it's going to be fun, that's for sure. And you're going to see with these doors that we have on the refrigerator, this is for a gas, propane or electric refrigerator. That's why you have a ventilation one up top. And then here's your other dump valve, this for the black tank and the other gray tank. And then, like I say, this is kind of the wash area, the bay area. I don't know what you want to really describe this as, but this is where your water hookup is. This is where your black tank flush is. Again, here's that hose. It can be utilized in here, or it can be used back where I showed you. And then you have gravity fill, and of course the one-touch leveling. Okay, enough of the boring stuff on the outside. Let's go inside and show you what that looks like, because I think that's where the magic is. We'll let Heidi lead you in. Friction hinge door. The screen comes with a built-in retractor on it, which is nice. We actually added that. The entrance steps, we'll talk about those in the future, but we like the big landing step that's on top. We're used to our little steps not being that way. So this is our unit. Welcome to our new home, and it's beautiful. Now you're going to see a couple differences that we have that isn't necessarily the standard. You could talk with Rockwood, maybe that's something they might be able to work with you, I'm not sure. However, in our case, since we're dealing with Rockwood, we're talking about Rockwood's product, we asked them if there was any chance that they might be able to change the table for here. Now you can get a freestanding table with chairs. We like the dinette because of storage. We like the storage. These drawers are pretty darn large. They open quite a bit. There's still a little bit of area underneath that can be utilized for storage if you take the cushions off and that. But we didn't need a sleeper area here. So what you would get when you order a dinette normally is a table that is collapsible, that can be used as a coffee table. You can take it outside, but because of the mechanism that is used for raising and lowering that easily, it's spring loaded. We optioned to try to get a table because I work here and I need my feet to be able to stretch across, because I might be here for 8 hours. Also, we have an electrical outlet on here. Again, that's something that does not come standard. But we did want that. Now, let's talk about all the stuff you can order an option. So the interior, I'll have Heidi talk about some of that because I'm colorblind. It'll make it a little bit easier.
It's called Newport to Ash. It has been a running color for a little while now. However, like the toppers here are standard in all of them now. Same, no option.
That's this here.
Looks very crisp and clean.
Yeah, it looks more defined. And then as far as the interior colors, as far as the sofa and that's a stone, I think.
And you can get chocolate.
Yeah, you can also get chocolate. Now, we got the lightest colors available.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons, but look at the windows. I know that we have the blinds pulled right now, but wow. I mean, it's on the camp side of the unit. So you're looking at your stuff on your side, which we've run into that problem actually. Some of the other things that this comes with standard, this big pantry with automatic lighting, obviously, but man, this is going to help her out. Our kitchen was so small compared to this one. I mean, you can't even compare it. I mean, it's definitely not. Lots of storage in here. These are just magnetic doors. Just to let you know, these handles don't, there's decoration. Waste basket receptacle, great. Right now our trash can just kind of sits out in the open. Lots of drawers. You got a pots and pans drawer. Again, we're not going to go over everything in here. We just want to show you the highlights. Our refrigerator here, lovely. We'll go ahead and turn that on to get it ready for our food. Right now it's set up on gas, if I'm not mistaken, but we can put it on electric. But yeah, electric fireplace does put out heat. Television, look at this thing here. Isn't this awesome? Got another refrigerator. You have so many outlets in here, it's crazy. You know, you have these pop-up outlets with USBs. You have outlet here. You have an outlet on the other side. Same with the kitchen island. There's an outlet there. Of course, there's an outlet behind the TV. It's just lots of power outlets. There's an outlet behind here because these are powered. They have basically power lumbar. It's not a massage or heat or anything. And you do have these little storage arms. It's kind of cool. I think that's cool. We'll put something in there. Oh, and we should show you this too. I neglected to show you any of this stuff. You have this, look at that. Another outlet, a couple USBs, your cup holders. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Oh, it folds up. You can do that. Didn't you know that?
I didn't know that.
Couple steps up. We'll go ahead and take a peek in the bathroom. This is your control center. Now in this case, we have a couple solar panels on the roof. This gives you all your information about what's going on there. We did option in a couple Max Air fans, so we have a Max Air fan in the back and a Max Air fan there. Rockwood will ship their units with the covers over the Max Air vents. So you don't have to order that separately. A lot of manufacturers require you to order that separately, not with Rockwood. That's what you get. Obviously, a ceiling fan, go figure that out. I never thought I'd own an RV that has a ceiling fan in it. We love ceiling fans. It just helps with circulation. If you guys don't know, that's a big difference in being in an RV that might be 85 degrees with no air movement, or being in an RV that's 85 degrees with a fan running. Of course, if you have electricity to run the fan, why wouldn't you have the air on? And we optioned in 2 air conditioners instead of the one. The one is a bigger 15,000, and the other one's a smaller 13.5. It's a little bit more aerodynamic. Again, this whole module, this whole control panel, we'll go over this feature in more depth later. TPMS monitors are standard on here, as is, you know, which is funny, the Goodyear Endurance tires. Yes. Really good tires. We traveled quite a bit with the ones that we have now. But these are all your features here. You can operate your awnings, your slide outs, and your lights with an app. Just to let you know. How cool is that? Again, solar panels on the roof. There's a little USB in here for programming, but this gives you all kinds of information about the batteries and them getting charged up front. Our bathroom is a big shower with a big seat. So it'll be nice to have this extra room. Again, ours has been fine. It's just this is a little bit more fine. Again, Max Air fans. Now, the thing is, there's one in the bathroom here. They went ahead and give you a remote for this. I think that's a good idea because you can control it pretty much anywhere. You just point it at there. And storage. Big linen storage. Again, not a lot of details. I love the fact they turned the toilet, the commode, at a 45 degree. Gives me more room in here. And then your stainless sink. I love its one touch. Perfect. Awesome. Medicine cabinet. Yes, thank you. And the Aquamizer, something we have on ours currently. We use that normally to fill our freshwater tank because most of the time we're hooked up at a campground. But if you're trying to save water, you can do it with that. So back out here, just take a little sneak around the corner. Again, you have these beautiful valances here with this new design. We have another TV and yes, washer and dryer option in this one. You can option in a washer and dryer with most of the fifth wheels. In this case, on this model, you get a washer and a dryer that's separate. Some of the other units, you get a combination. I kind of like the idea that it's a washer dryer combo, but it's a washer and a dryer combo, not washer dryer combo. So a lot of your closet space does get taken up, you know, with, you know, this is the big storage area. However, you still have all this here. You do have an area up here, and it is high up here, so you can put a lot of stuff there. And once we take this shelf out, all our hanging clothes are here. You still have 2 drawers available here, and then a dresser. So wait a minute, what if that's not enough storage? You still need more. All right, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and give you more storage underneath the bed. Yeah, you could put it back there, or you could just set it here. I'm glad we've got this set up. Now this is gonna slam whenever I close it. Just like that. We will be putting a different mattress in here for ourselves. My back just won't handle this mattress. But there are, again, power outlets here. You do have little shelves. If we were to option in a king bed, there was a couple things I didn't like. You can see how easy it is for Heidi to walk around here. I mean, she can walk around. Look how, that's simple.
Both sides.
You can do it both sides. You cannot do that with a king bed. Matter of fact, if you have a king bed, you'll have a hard time opening the drawer all the way. The king bed just doesn't allow it. However, if that's an option that you need for your sleeping size or you're a restless sleeper, a king bed's possible. We love the fact that there's a padded headboard there. It's just awesome. So that's the bedroom, and that's pretty much the whole tour. We'll give you kind of an overview from up here. I love it. So moving forward, what are you guys going to see? Well, you're going to see more of this unit and the details of this unit. And we're going to give you some kind of a long term. We're going to talk about this over a period of time. I have never towed a fifth wheel. I have towed lots of trailers over my lifetime. Lots. Never a gooseneck, never a fifth wheel. This don't have a gooseneck, but never a fifth wheel. So this is going to be a first. This is going to be different. But the travel trailer, with how good it was and the quality that we had living in it for the last year, full time, over a year and a half, and all the miles that we traveled with it. We traveled over 20,000 miles with that travel trailer. We knew we had to go with Rockwood again. So $28.99 KS. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about it more. And as far as RV Daydream's concerned, we're going to sign you off like we always do, and that is...
As always, we hope to see you out here. Bye!
Bye.